Good morning, Vincent friends and family. It's good to see you this morning. Wanted to take a few minutes before the regular service to do something a little different today. As many of you who've been watching the news or social media or anywhere at all know, it's been a tough month for race relations in the United States. There have been at least 3 people who have been killed unnecessarily and horribly in situations this month that really just didn't need to happen. And right now, our several cities within our country are literally on fire because of it. Now, I know everybody has an opinion on how to protest and how not to protest, and I'm not going to speak into that now because I'm not in their positions mostly. But I do want to take time to acknowledge that when we were preparing the service this week, the events of the week with George Floyd were still unfolding. And so that didn't make it into the service or the prayer time. But I don't feel we can just let this go as a church. We need to be part of this. We need to be praying into this. We need to be sensitive and aware of this. And if you are not familiar with the situations that have unfolded over about the last month, please take some time to look into it. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, these are all names we should be familiar with because they've been taken from us far too early. Now, I don't know any of those people personally, but they have family, they have friends, they have loved ones, and I know Breonna being a paramedic and George being a mentor in a very difficult part of the city that he lived in. They left a mark. They left an absence. And Ahmaud Arbery, I don't really know his story, but I know it was tragically ended far too soon. So things are very much up in the air right now. Things are very tense across many cities, including Philadelphia. And I just want to take some time as a congregation to be aware of it. We need to be able to sit with it. We can't just blow this off. This is something that's happening in our country, and whatever you think about race relations right now, whatever you think about how people of color are treated in our society, we're going to set that aside now, and we're going to try to just speak God into it and also ask him how we can be part of it, because we can't just sit back and pretend it's not happening because we live in our lovely, quiet, peaceful suburbs. This is something that's happening around the world. So I'm going to stop talking, and please join me in prayer, and then we will move on to the main service. Thank you. Lord, I really don't have words right now, so I will let them be few, which is always wise. But Father, I want to be honest to say I don't know what's happening. I don't know how the people who are responding are feeling. I don't understand the burden and the fear. I do know my friends' fear, and I do feel that as well, Lord. And that shouldn't be because of how they look. Father, I pray that you would come and humble us as a nation. This is not a strong point for us. So would you come and help us to hear one another, to really listen, to get beyond our talking points and talking heads, to really listen and understand, to be the church for all people because you came for all people. Lord, give us just a moment now as a congregation when we can't be together, to be together in prayer, to stop, to pause, to listen to you. Father, may we not just be hearers of your word, but doers of your word. May we not just be redeemers for those who have a same or similar ideology, those we get along with. May we be active redeemers in the lives of those who we don't know, and may we allow your redemption to go deeper into our own lives. Help us to listen. Help us to seek to understand as best we can, and help us to have the peace, the patience, and your love for those around us, your passion, your desire for freedom for all. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Thank you, Vincent family, for taking a few minutes for that. I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon in the main service.